All right, so another one of my favorite crystals that I've more recently discovered when I've been doing the birthstone collections is Dravite, also known as Brown Tourmaline. I had never really collected any tourmaline at all. There are many color ways of tourmaline and they all have different meanings, but brown tourmaline really caught my attention because of its connection to ourselves and healing our inner child. And I think that's something that a lot of us need to do, is work with that inner child and healing those younger parts of ourselves, moving forward as we grow and develop and turn into adults and maintain being adults until we die. So, let's get into the Dravite crystal reading from the Book of Stones. Dravite, also known as Brown Tourmaline, keywords: self-acceptance, self-healing, bringing the shadow self to consciousness, self-love, element earth and storm, chakras first and fourth. So the root and the heart. Dravite is a brown-hued variety of tourmaline. Its name is derived from the Austrian mineralogist Drave. The color is dark brown and it is rarely clear enough for faceting, but the finer pieces, when cut, resembles gems of smoky quartz. Most Dravite is found in the tourmaline deposits of Brazil. Human beings are split, divided into the sunlit side and the side that dwells in the shadow. For most, the shadow means the unconscious, and one's shadow self consists of the rejected parts which have been pushed down into unconsciousness. There are several problems with this situation. First, it takes life force energy to keep things confined in the unconsciousness. Therefore, those with large shadows, almost everyone, have only a fraction of their original energies available to them. Second, the shadow wants to be made conscious, so it frequently erupts in compulsive behavior, slips of the tongue, depression, and wild emotional swings. Third, one's most precious gifts are frequently pushed into the shadow territory because of their early manifestations, likely have met with rejection from parents or others. For those on the spiritual path, it is imperative that the shadow be brought to the consciousness. One must take the difficult road of examining one's wounds, seeing the distorted and disfigured self that has been forgotten in the interior basement, and ultimately retrieving the lost fragments of self through unsentimental love and true acceptance. Many metaphysically inclined people have embraced spirituality in order to avoid looking downward into all of this, but it must be done for there to be any real progress. No one will reach heaven by flying. The downward journey into darkness is the gateway to the light. Having read this far, one may be heartened to learn that Dravite is the ideal gemstone ally to initiate and accompany one on this essential journey. It is highly grounding and will counter attempts to ascend before one is ready. It is nourishing to the life force energies, lending stamina to those doing deep inner work. It inspires courage and persistence, and it even helps one see the humor in some of life's darkest situations. Dravite is also an aid to those who feel numb, those who have difficulty moving into grief or other heartfelt emotions. Its vibrations can aid in removing energetic armoring around the heart. Dravite, like the repairman who unclogs the sewer, is unappreciated until one realizes one truly needs help. Then it is seen as the great blessing it truly is. Dravite works well in conjunction with black tourmaline, jet, black obsidian, tangerine, and smoky quartz, all of which clear and ground the root chakra and provide psychic protection. Moldavite can help speed the process of inner transformation, which Dravite initiates and supports. Like many of the beings that belong in the tourmaline group, Dravite has a calming, soothing effect on the energetic system and the body. Its energy helps one relax, release, and become centered within oneself. Dravite's ability to calm and soothe is paired with its ability to deeply cleanse the emotional and physical bodies. Dravite draws one's most deeply hidden patterns and issues to the surface, allowing one to calmly review and clear them. It aids in seeing the aspect of self one has hidden from oneself out of fear or denial. Dravite pairs the purifying energies of black tourmaline with the heart-healing energy of green tourmaline. It can help one lovingly identify what needs to be released before further growth can occur. It can aid in facing tough choices with courage and taking difficult action towards truth. Dravite's energy allows one to perceive and integrate the shadow self, raising that aspect of self to consciousness and infusing it with one's highest energy and love. It can help one to accept those aspects of self that seem abhorrent or unlovable. Dravite has a strong connection to the earth and its energy field. It can be used for grounding or to help one make a stronger connection with the earth. It allows one to see one's spiritual path in concrete terms, so one can plan out steps involved in aligning one's mundane life with one's spiritual purpose. It is excellent for those who feel overwhelmed and need to release anxiety. Dravite's energy lends one a sense of well-being and competence. Spiritual. Dravite helps one come to terms with the unthinkable. It gently illuminates and cleanses aspects of oneself that have been denied or past experiences that have seemed too hurtful to remember. Dravite helps those who feel unlovable or unforgivable find compassion for themselves and new ways to manifest their highest selves into their daily reality. It guides one to a gentle healing and acceptance of the total self. Emotional. Dravite aids in finding an emotional strength and sense of self-acceptance, initiating deep healing for those who have experienced emotional trauma. Its grounding influence helps those who feel overwhelmed release panic and begin to find a place of calm from which to approach life. It helps one to see what has been denied so emotional healing can occur. Physical. Dravite is excellent for blood purification and for clearing and healing the lymphatic system. It helps shift the physical body through changing negative habits and patterns such as overcoming addiction, stopping self-abusive behavior, or moving toward a more vibrant state of health. Dravite assists in the absorption of nutrients from food and can be helpful in calming bowel disorders such as Crohn's disease or irritable bowel syndrome. Affirmation. I open my eyes to all of myself, now accepting with love all aspects that have been exiled, forgotten, or lost. I open my eyes to all of myself, now accepting with love all aspects that had been exiled, forgotten, or lost. And that's it for Dravite, another amazing crystal. As you can see from this reading, why it's one of my favorite stones. I think if any of us want to excel and grow and move forward, we really need to look deep within ourselves and do the shadow work so we can analyze maybe past mistakes or things that maybe didn't go our way and our reactions that might have come from that, so that we can hold ourselves accountable and forgive ourselves for our mistakes. It's a huge part of life to forgive ourselves and one another. So hope that was insightful for you. Do you have Dravite in your collection? I definitely do, and I like to give it as gifts to people. Nothing personal, but I think it's something we could all benefit from. Is there any kind of crystal reading or gemstone that I don't have a reading for that you'd like to hear? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Are you doing your shadow work? What's your favorite tourmaline? Let me know. Bye.